Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Tuesday the 24th of October. In this video we're going to do what we usually do on these stock videos, and that's look at 2 UK stocks and 2 US stocks. It also happens that in this video the 2 UK stocks are bullish, which are Sage, SGE and Lloyds, LLOY, and the 2 US stocks are actually they've got bearish pictures. That's Arconic, ARNC, and Tesla, TSLA. Let's look at those charts. So starting with Sage Group, SGE, and here we've got the weekly, and you can see that we've had a flag on the weekly, but we're very close to breaking the downtrend of the flag and breaking into new high ground. We're not quite there yet. I'll just pinpoint exactly what we need to break above. It's that high on the week of 29th of May, which is a high of 741. So a break above 741 would confirm the break of that downtrend line on the flag, and we would then move up and test resistance at the 760 level, but would expect that to be broken. Momentum, you can see momentum is strong. We're in an uptrend and it's presently above 60.64. Likewise, the MACD moving up nicely above zero, short term above the long term. On the daily picture, here you can see that's a resistance level. We're very close. We found support from the 50, moved through the 20. They're both moving up nicely and are giving the push up. Marginally, we've lost a bit of upside momentum, but the RSI is still above 50, 57.65, so not a concern at the moment. And the MACD as well, well above zero. They are flatlining, just need to keep an eye on those. Really, as I said, you need to wait for the break. And on the 4 hour, we're now back at the 24 hour. I'd expect that to hold that support. If not that, then the 50, which is at 724.8, so 725. I'd expect those to hold, and they could give the push up. Again, we've lost a bit of upside momentum down at 51.39, and the MACD slightly rolling. The short term is still above the long term though, and they are above zero. So as I said on numerous occasions, just wait for the break on this Sage, but it would look very good once we get the break. Moving on to Lloyds, again you can see we're in a range here. On this chart, this is the weekly. You can't really see where we're going. Its momentum is neutral, 53.8 on the RSI, but is actually trying to create an uptrend, which is good. It was also positive that we found support from the rising 50-day moving average, and it's also just started to signal a buy as the short-term MACD moves above the longer term, and they're moving above zero, or the short term's above zero now. On the daily, I always like situations where the moving averages are together, and you can see that the 20 is just about to cross the 200. We do need confirmation that 200 is moving up, so let's have a look. So yesterday it was 66.922, and today it's 66.926. So we've got the confirmation that we have got a golden cross on these moving averages, so that's good. A bit of resistance at 68, but if that's broken, I'd expect first target to be 70 to the 72 range. RSI is back in an uptrend and back above 50, 58.72, and the MACD are above zero, moving upwards as well, which is a sign that positive momentum is returning. On the 4 hour, we've moved above the 54-hour average. That's still tracking down, but it will turn. The 20 is moving up. Be very interesting to see in the next couple of days when the 20 crosses the 50 if they're both moving up. If they are, that could definitely give the impetus that's needed to break the resistance. Momentum here is strong. You can see the RSI moving up again, 61.09, and the MACD in an uptrend and above zero. Okay, moving across to America, Arconic. This is the weekly. You can see that we were up to resistance. That resistance has held, and we're now back below the uptrend line that could be drawn on the flag. So that's a negative, back down below the moving averages as well, and negative momentum. The RSI dipped to 45.67. On the daily, you can see that we had a bearish engulfing picture yesterday. We did open higher, moved to a high, and then the body moved down through the day, closed towards the bottom, engulfing all the previous 5 days trade. That's a very bearish sign, and it'd be a big surprise if there's not further downside following that. You can see we're back to key supports down at the 24.13 and 23.9 level. I'd expect those to be tested. In a few days, the moving averages will roll down quickly, and a downtrend will start to be created. Momentum has collapsed. The RSI down at 33.36 and the MACD flashing a sell. On the 4 hour, again, it's the same picture. We had a bearish engulfing. We've had another down candle as well, testing support. As I said, the momentum is so negative, 24.44, that further downside should be expected. Moving on to Tesla. Here we've got the weekly, and you can see that we've fallen below the support of the 20-week moving average, and that moving average is now rolling over and moving down. The next support is seen as we had a consolidation round about the 320, and then we've got the rising 50-day just below the 300. RSI is indicative of negative momentum. It's in a downtrend, marginally above 50.66 at the moment, but is moving down, and the MACD as well are in downtrends. On the daily, you can see that we've had a head and shoulder formation in the short term, the left shoulder here, then the head up to the peak of 18th of September, and then the right shoulder. That's now confirmed with the break to the downside. One would expect if usually move down as long as a shoulder, so that's going to take us down to the support at the 200-day, which is 315.30, and test that support. RSI is indicative of negative momentum, and the MACD are just flashing a sell signal as the short term moves below the longer term. If there were to be a short term bounce, we've got the downtrend in 20 and 50-day moving averages, 349.41, 354.04. They would be severe resistance levels. And moving on to the 4 hour, here you can see that all the moving averages are rolling over or moving down. They've got the 20 and the 50 together. They're both tracking down. The 200 is nearly rolled down. If that's rolling down when the 50 crosses it, that would be a significant bearish indicator. And again here we've got negative momentum. RSI down at 32.92, and the MACD again flashing a sell signal. So that's been TA for traders. In the UK we looked at Sage. That needs to break its resistance but looks okay. Lloyds for the short term looks like it should move up given its momentum. And then the States, AC, I can't remember what it was called. Hold on. Arconic. Sorry about that. Arconic looked bad with an engulfing bearish picture, and Tesla's rolling now with downside momentum. Sorry about the mess up towards the end. These things happen. Please remember that these videos are for information only, and they're not an investment recommendation. Please do read the disclaimer.